like when I think about it, Vegas is not a vacation place. It's like you go to a vacation to chill, to relax, to let off like from your real world, like to chill, whatever, has good food and just like lay out. Vegas, you need energy. You need energy. You're looking for it from all different sources. Cause this shit's crazy. It's nonstop. Except the only thing is that the stores were closed. That was gay. Everything's closed. It seems like that shouldn't be. But maybe it's because we just stayed on that street. What I noticed is that Vegas is not just the strip.
I know.
This is not the
It's
strip
the
and the
most
Fremont
popular
Street.
place, though. That's why.
There's more. There's restaurants that are open.
Yeah.
When we were headed to the airport, I seen 24 hours things. It said 24 hours.
Yeah, but there's also more casinos, like shit that's like high class, high end shit that's not on the strip. That you gotta walk a few blocks a certain way or travel, like get on an Uber and drive to. But just not as popular because the strip is right there.
You know what we should have done? We probably should have just got a car. We probably should have told JR, hey, let's go half on it. Or we should just pay for it. Who gives a fuck? But I'm just saying, like, because if we had a car, he would have saved all the, because he paid the majority of the shit. And I'm like, nah, think about it. He probably spent like, how much time? Probably like 100 something, 200 on just Uber. That's what the car costs. Probably cheaper. So, and we could have just got the car and we could have took him to the airport. Like, it would have been way better. I think, well, you live and you learn. But there's no way in hell I'm staying at the Golden Nugget ever again. I think that the Golden Nugget is like, it's like, I was going to say like the hood hotel, but it's not. Like, it's not a hood hotel. But it's just nasty. Like, cigarettes smell nonstop. You can't avoid that in Vegas, it seems like. That's probably the main reasons why I wouldn't miss it. Like, if we didn't go to Vegas ever again, I would be fine with it. I wouldn't be like, damn, I want to go. Like, but if it was like I would go again if we go again how we did in a group or something.
Yeah, it would be nice like if we went with Nora, Robert.
Yeah, but it's just crazy over
I
there.
want to go with my dad just cause I know he wants to go. But like the thing that sucks is like everyone's out to scam you. You got to be on alert. But even then though, it seemed like the places we went to, I didn't my flag, like my radar for like danger never went off. Like, oh, you're in danger.
No, it seems pretty safe, especially if you're rolling deep. If you're rolling by yourself, then I think you're more likely to get into some shit.
Yeah, and everyone's trying to scam you. Like, be careful. Like, you think that $5 is like for those little performers, $5 ain't shit for them, huh?
No, but you would think like, I mean, it's their job basically. That's how they make money.
But it's like we were walking like on Fremont Street, and I remember seeing these two guys that were dancers, and I gave them $5, and all they did is wiggle their fingers. And it's like he kept pointing at the box for more tips, more money.
Yeah, they were like break dancers type of shit, like some Jabberwockies type shit.
And I cause when you first entered that Fremont Street and you hear the music hits your chest, you're like, oh, this is tight. Like I was hoping to get a show, and I'm like, okay, I gave him $5, he didn't do shit, and I'm like, okay, so 10 more bucks should be plenty to give me something, and he didn't do shit.
He still didn't do anything. I think like the only thing that I seen that I felt like was whack is the choice in music. Like, why can't the music be fire? It's always like, I think they try to appeal to everybody. That's why they have those little concerts and go on. But it's mainly like country rock and like there's no like hip hop or nothing.
Oh yeah,
especially when hip hop is the most dominated genre ever right now. It's going crazy. Playing like that, hearing that, I would stay just for the music. Like if they were playing good music outside somewhere or in a place and you just chill, like imagine a casino playing nothing but raw shit and then giving free drinks and chilling, smoke free. Like that would be my area. I'll be there for a while playing like whatever, or you can request stuff or whatever. Stuff like that would be tight.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the casinos playing anything fire.
Any good music. And it's like Vegas, it seems like Vegas is a place where people want to go because they can go and do nutty things. That's what it seems like. And I feel like I already knew that, but seeing it, you could see how everybody has their guard down. And me being me, I'm like, that's not smart. It seems like everybody's having a good time, not thinking twice, not looking around, nothing. I can enjoy myself 100% there because I'm not going to let my guard down. This is not a party that we're at a friend's party where I'm like, I know people here. Everybody's a stranger. There's people walking around from behind me, in front of me, all sides. I can't trust anything. So I can't, I'm just here. That's why I just look around everything, be on guard. And maybe I shouldn't be like that, but it's just the way I am. So I'm not going to sit here and like let my guard down because I got to keep my eye on everything.
Overall, though, 1 to 10?
I have fun. I did have fun. And the main thing that stood out with me is gambling. And it's like gambling with your friends is way more funner, or your family is way funner than just gambling by yourself. Because even though we were doing some shit like doing $5 a spin on the same machine and just taking turns, that was way more fun than me gambling $5 a spin myself. Cause it's just boring. And then when you almost hit, like this you get that dopamine and it hits, and then you're having a good time, and then the drinks are coming for free.
Yeah.
Like that, everything like that. That's the highlight of Vegas.
It did play out pretty good. Like and once we started, like it was like the second night or whatever night that was.
That was the first night. I think
when we were
no,
walking,
no, that was the second night.
When we were walking to casino on the Strip. Because the first night it seemed like we walked everywhere, but there was nothing open other than the casinos. But it's like we wanted to go see the stores. Everything was empty. There's not many people. But it was Thursday though too. Like come the weekend, the shit was crowded. Everywhere was packed. Even Fremont Street was packed. But the cigarette smell and your nose burn, you can't get away from that. The Golden Nugget's trash too. As far as hotel, like straight off the bat, it was like a bad experience because you get bombarded by the lady at the front desk
trying to sell you something. You just
shit.
got there.
Yeah. Like, bro, let me check. I haven't checked in yet. And she's like, oh, you and your family, if I buy you, here's an Asian lady. She's like, a trip anywhere, 4 nights for 4 people for $199 for 2 years, valid for 2 years. I was like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good. Like when they start asking you so much questions to try to get info out of you, trying to sell you something,
and that's what I think is difficult because I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean, but I feel like it made me think maybe I have to be mean. And now that I think about it, because like remember how that girl hit me with her whip, whatever the little thing is, because I flat out ignored her. Like maybe like when I think about it, I'm like I'm a Christian, like, and I'm not better than that girl. And I just walk around like I paid you no mind because I don't want the attention you're gonna give me. I don't want that. So my thing was like, let me just ignore you. But in the thing of ignoring you, maybe it comes off too like I'm better than you, which I'm not. And when I think about it, she's a sinner, right? But so am I. So am I. So it's like, who you think? I question myself, like, who you think you is? And I didn't say nothing, mean to her or nothing like that. But I'm like, there's got to be a better way. Jesus would have handled that differently. So I'm like, it got to be a better way. And that's why I'm like, it's just, I don't know what that way is. I'm just not smart like that. And then I rely on, it seems like my old self to get me through things. I don't know. I just don't know.
You just, what's it called? Go back to, you reset to you reset your settings, huh? To default.
Yeah, because it'd be like, wouldn't pay that girl no mind at all because I feel like she's going to force something upon me. She's going to try to grab me, all this stuff. I don't want that. But if you can just be a human and I'd be like, hey, like, where's the good food spots at? Like, or change the tone or just whatever. If we can do that, then it would be fine, right? But I don't know. I just felt when I thought about it, like, that's not the right move. It's not the right move because I'm like, when I think about it, will Jesus come to Vegas? He would. He would. And you'd be like, really? He would. But what would he do? He would tell you guys, hey, straighten up. Like, this you're doing here? So I'm like, what is going to Vegas bad? No. Like, imagine for these people who spread the gospel, that's the place. On the strip, right? Get your little circle and do what you got to do, you know?
But you would never think that they would do that, though.
That's what you do. I mean, they go to a lot of places.
But like the last place you would think there that you would see, you would think there'd be some type of gimmick or some type of catch of some sort. Because you know how you seen every person in that circle wanted money, everything. Even the girls, the flamingo girls, whatever they call them, all they wanted is money. Anytime they approach the man, it's basically because they're trying to get some money, tips. Okay, that's their job, cool.
Yeah.
But it's like whenever someone's trying to force themselves on you, so you give them money, it's off-putting. Like,
I think that's what I didn't like about it. I don't like being played. So I'm not dumb, you know? So I don't like, I know the source is money. I know you just want cash. And that's your job. Cool. I understand it. But it's like the way you do it, I understand that probably works. That method works to a lot of men, right? So I'm not knocking anything, right? Get your money. But to me, I just don't know how to approach that. Because they feel so comfortable and just coming up to a motherfucking putting that little thing over your head. Like that girl tried to drag me in, but I'm like, I'm a pro swooper. Like, no. But I'm like, the girl probably felt away. I didn't care. Like, I didn't care about nothing. I just shook my head to her and walked straight through. And then she hit me with whatever the thing she had. And it was a light hit. It wasn't nothing crazy. But in that moment, it pissed me off. I'm like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. Chill the hell out. It's not a big deal. If it was a dude, it would have been different. If a dude came to me on that shit and did the same thing, and I like, get away from me, bro. What are you talking about? And then he hit me with that whip. Man, I might have to hit him.
I was surprised at how many children there were there. There's a lot of children there.
It seems everywhere. It seems like that's not a good move.
And then there was a lot of people who look young, like underage, under 21, walking around. And then I started thinking, like,
you can be there.
Yeah, this is not restricted, because I'm like, there's locals here. There's people who grew up here, who born here, who, like, I'm sure to come through here because it's popping in the weekend. I'm sure that's why.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be 18 to be on the Strip or the Fremont Street.
I know. You just the casinos.
And even though it says, and then even though you can drink on the Strip and everything, it seems like, I mean, you could probably be like 18 drinking and nobody's gonna tell you anything.
They do ID you when you come into a lot of the casinos there.
Yeah, that's why they ID you everywhere. Sometimes they even ID you when you sit down again.
You're just chilling. You're just chilling. You're not even asking for any alcohol, and they're like, "Let me see your ID."
Yeah.
Damn.
Sometimes.
When we were, I want to know what that place was called. You know how the building where we were playing Top Dollar, and I won that 200. In the sky, it was indoors, but there was trees and shit.
Oh yeah.
That shit was tight.
That was tight. But it was smoke everywhere. That's the only thing. It was cool gambling those. That's probably was the coolest thing. Just walking through the Strip and hitting casinos. You don't even know what they're called. You're just hitting them in, and you're drinking some Twisted Tea. That Twisted Tea was good.
That shit hit. I was that the same Twisted Tea that you gave me originally?
Like, no, the one
what flavor was
that? That was half and half.
That shit was good.
It was half lemonade, half Tweet Tea.
Whatever the other one that you gave me before, it's just like, it wasn't as good.
And then it just, like, I don't know, sometimes like you drink beer and then by the second or third one, it doesn't hit as much no more. So like Twisted Teas, it always hits. And that's why it's dangerous, because it tastes like you're drinking tea, like some good juice or something. That's why a lot of people, they drink crazy and then they pass out.
Yeah, I mean, I think Vegas, it would be, I think if you're in your 20s and you feel, or over 21, obviously, but if you're of drinking age and in your 20s and you have some extra cash to burn, and you never been.
No, that's assuming that you like gambling. But like what I recommend
even
Vegas,
if you don't never
I wouldn't even. would I recommend it? I mean, it's not a big deal. Like if you don't hit it, I wouldn't be like you're missing out on something crazy. So it's not a big deal.
But
There's casinos everywhere.
There's just the look of it. I think Vegas is. I don't know if I'd say a must, but it's definitely like you got to go one time. Like even if you're not a heavy gambler, the food is good. There's a lot of good food out there, and just to see it, like even if you just walk around to see it, and a lot of the shit out there is pretty crazy as far as the shopping goes. That shit's expensive like a motherfucker, but I'm sure like there's some shit out there that you would like to purchase.
I mean, that is kind of probably a highlight just on the amount of screens and TVs in the nighttime is so damn bright too. It hurts your eyes, and it's something you don't see. It's almost like a false reality. Seems like that's what it is.
Coffee Pot is what it was called?
The coffee place? I don't think so.
Or Jackpot?
Yeah, I think it was Jackpot.
Yeah, the Jackpot coffee place in Circa.
It's good.
That shit is
the best. It's 24 hours.
Yeah.
So if anybody's in Vegas and you want coffee like
Fremont
we did
Street?
at any time, good coffee. It's not the best in the world, but it will get the job done, and it's good if you make it right.
Yeah. You got to talk to the Hawaiian lady that only works at nighttime.
Yeah, she only works at nighttime, and I remember I walked up to her and I was looking for you, and she probably thinking, what the hell, because I would assume that she would remember us, but she sees so many people, she probably didn't remember us until I explained it to her. Yeah, because she said she was gonna give us. She made the coffee different. I think it's because she put cream in it or something.
Yeah, the other girls don't even fucking like stir the shit.
And I told her. It's because the other employees don't make it the same. She's like, because I'm one of the first people who started working here. And she's like, yeah, some people are still learning and they might not know. She's like, and the one I gave you was her special drink. And I'm like, it's the type of coffee I like.
It's good.
It hit.
Yeah, especially when you need it. It only the last time did it give us heartburn.
Like getting up and getting coffee and gambling is something. It seems like you shouldn't do that if you have no control. That's a horrible thing when I think about it now. But if you're just chilling, you don't do this on a regular. But you go to Vegas, it's a good time. It's like a calmful time.
It's like a relaxing, way
to
start your morning.
Yeah, it's a chill way. It's almost like playing video games in the morning, in a way.
You just wake up, drink a little bit of coffee, wake you up before you go get your first meal.
But not at 2 a.m. Going out. Nah, I don't hear
2 a.m. That's for demons. Be like a reasonable person and do 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, but 4:30 a.m. But the only thing that was tight though is that when you go so late, there's nobody.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta hit those weird hours because the people
That's when you hit
anywhere from 6 to 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Motherfuckers are up and fucking gambling. You gotta hit that peak. Nobody's up at 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, tables are empty. The betting limits are low because nobody's playing. So if you want a table with yourself, that's when you go in the morning. This is the only time that you can get a table by yourself.
Yeah, because certain casinos are not as packed. I thought Vegas was going to be packed shoulder to shoulder, even in casinos. But I didn't take account how many casinos there is. I didn't think there was that much. I knew there was multiple. But there's so many. How much do you think there? Over 100?
Probably more. There's no way you can hit all these fuckers.
But it's a smart move because then you're not overcrowded.
Yeah,
because people are going everywhere.
People like certain places to play though, and I didn't mind Fremont. Fremont was nice. The dealers were cool. I like the fact that we a lot of times you had your phone out recording shit and nobody gave a fuck. The only place they said something to me ever was on the tables. But even then, if you were walking around, you were just passing by with a camera out.
Nobody cares. And it seems like having a camera there is normal. Because I've seen so many other people with GoPros and their iPhones out. Everybody's just taking pictures. Pretty sure we're in some GoPro footage.
I think the next time we go, we stay on the actual strip. The actual good quality, good room, everything. Nice.
I mean,
because the smoke over there was less.
Yeah, maybe that was the best idea. But I like Fremont, the casino. I like that casino.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind staying in there. It seemed like this thing is bad. It's less crowded, and the games are downstairs. Golden Nugget had no machines that I liked. I didn't want to be in the Golden Nugget. I would only go in there to sleep, but I didn't want to be in there at all. That's why when we would gamble in there, I was like, "Oh, it sucks," because I don't really like any of the machines. But I'm not gonna say anything. If y'all having fun, I'm not gonna say shit. But Golden Nugget was trash. I was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah, the all the dealers in Fremont when I sat down and played were cool. Like they didn't look upset. They were friendly, talking to me. And then that one, I forgot what casino it was on the Strip, where the lady, when I was playing blackjack, remember? And I was back and forth, and I ended up being up 100. And then we left, and then I remember she was friendly, like the whole time me sitting by me and her, we were just playing, and she was rooting for me, and like it was nice to have like a back and forth conversation, and everything's friendly, good vibes, and like the game was going like my way, dealer's way, and then at the end I give her a tip, and I leave with $100, and she's like, she said, you don't have to cash these right here. She's like, these are valid in like multiple casinos on the Strip. She's like, where are you staying? And I'm like, the Golden Nugget. And she's like, oh yeah, then you need to cash these in then, because they're not gonna accept them over there.
Definitely shows wealth, huh?
Yeah, status. Yeah. Definitely where you stay. Yeah, people look at you different.
Yeah, I mean, if you're staying in the Strip though, there's a lot of fancy spots. But Vegas stinks like shit. It stinks now.
I know.
It doesn't smell good anywhere. You can't escape it. And it feels like I'm still recovering from that. I'm still trying to recover from that stench. I know everywhere.
It was weird. I didn't expect that.
That makes the Michigan air freaking pristine,
tasty,
like clean. Like you take stuff for granted when you have it.
Yeah, because I didn't never expected it to be like, I knew there was gonna be people smoking.
But not
to where you couldn't escape it.
I don't even know why they allow that. It's so crazy in there. It's so hotbox in there. And then the dealers had to, I'm pretty sure there's dealers who don't smoke. When they just worked and they had to every day. That's your job? Hell no. And then you think we're in the Golden Nugget. And I'm like, we're waiting for the Uber or whatever. And then like, you guys were like, we should wait inside. I'm like, well, y'all can wait inside. I'm going outside because it stinks here. But you go outside and it smells the same. Like, there's no escaping that shit. Then you go into some Ubers and they stink too.
The Uber drivers stink.
Yeah, and I'm like,
they haven't showered.
And it's like a small little compact car, and I mean it's fine. I don't care. We were cramped a lot of times, but I don't know. I think it was a highlight just because if you're going with friends to gamble and it's cool. It's not that bad. I just don't trust anything. I don't trust anything when it comes to Vegas. I just don't trust it. I don't feel like I'll ever be able to trust it and walk around with my guard down. Like anybody trying to sell me nothing or meet people, I don't trust it. I feel like there's a scam behind it. Because I always think like, if I was on that shit, I always think, what would I do? Right? I would do that. I would get two girls to approach a dude who looks wealthy. Hey, get him right real quick. Get two girls who look good. Hey, go holler at him. You holler at him. Hey, let's go have some drinks at the club, whatever. Whole time I got my eye on you. And then whenever I get the chance, make you walk through a certain spot where it's emptier. Boom. Run it, homeboy. Give me that watch. Give me your shoes. Give me that tux. Like that. And then that's it. Then whatever. It's easy. And because homie got his guard down, he's drinking. I'm sober, chilling. You know? Every night we hitting a new lake. I'm getting paid for thousands. You know how much money them dudes got? Just in the watches that they have.
People carry a lot of cash too to gamble.
That's why I'm like, I can't trust it. That's why I second guess anything. Even if I met somebody, if I met a girl or something there, I couldn't trust it because I'm like, what if this girl tries to play me? I'm not in the room to get played, like, because I always think like, because she can go south real bad.
Vegas is not a good place to meet your significant other.
Yeah, and it's just maybe for me too. Maybe I'm just overly cautious. Maybe that's that Stockton shit embedded in me. But I can't trust it. Nothing. I don't have no interest in trusting it. I'd rather play it safe than wake up with my ass red and shit. So I'm not doing that. It's when you think about all these people who get played, a lot of times the girls involved.
Every day,
all the time the girls involved.
Yeah,
every time.
It's one of those things that like it's an avenue for easy money.
who's gonna say no? If you get a super attractive girl, this dude never gets hit on like that.
And all she can get $20-$40 out of them at 100 motherfuckers a day.
Yeah, and it's hard.
Damn.
And as a man who
What is
never,
that?
if what'd you say? How much?
4 G's, right? Yeah, that's 4 G's. 100 dudes give her $40. That's $4,000. That's a jackpot right there.
Yeah, every night.
Every night. That's crazy.
And it's like it's so crowded. It's so hard. It would be so hard to. There's so much people. So it would be hard to find someone. It would be easy getaways, and if you know it, you know people. You get around.
I would still go back though. But I'll stay on the strip, so I can eat that noodle spot every day.
If it was walking distance,
I'll stay within.
But like even the strip though, I thought the strip you would be able to finish it. Like I thought we would be able to finish it one night if we just walk straight. We walked straight forever,
all night.
Yeah,
and we still didn't finish it.
And we had to like turn around. It was so long.
Yeah,
we still didn't finish it.
And we still didn't go to the other side and finish it. We had to come back. And then on top of that, there's other casinos a few blocks away from the strip still that are big, like huge, that we didn't hit either.
But it starts to look all the same though.
I know the only thing is the interior design on some places. Some rooms are like decorated specifically for Christmas or for a certain event, and like the shopping malls are tight because like the way the ceiling is painted, it makes it look like you're outside, and the environment just looks different. Like even the people singing in the boat and shit, taking you through there, like all that shit's like all that shit because you never see it. It's just tight. If you're just gonna see it, wander, people watch type shit, do a little bit of gambling, and then go see the shows. There's a lot of shows we didn't get to see that are on the weekend. They're for free. You just stand outside and watch. And a lot of places that we didn't even look at. Yeah,
but we went to go see Eddie Griffin. I mean, that was funny. That was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Eddie Griffin, that shit was tight. I remember laughing pretty hard a few times. I didn't expect I understand now, but I didn't expect the security, like the zero phone policy. Like they put it in a fucking container and you keep it on you. You can't open that motherfucker. And then they're like, oh, they dim the lights and they have a motherfucker in the back. So everything's perfect for him. So I'm sure his job is just to be looking at the crowd to see if there's any type of lights.
Yeah, and what's crazy is he said that if I see any phone, I thought it would be like you get banned and kicked out. No, he said we stopped the whole show.
Yeah, the show.
Now I don't know, maybe that's just something to scare you. Like, would he really stop the whole show? I don't know if he would, but I think it takes it very serious because a lot of comedians have the same act. So what he did for us, he's doing it over and over and over again, the same like material. Yeah, it might have some new jokes because of what happens with the audience, but like the main material is the same. And maybe that's why he don't want people to see it because it would ruin it, and people would not want to come watch it no more.
It was funny how on the spot he is, like on the fly he can come up with funny shit. Like the lady had left and then came back. And she was walking real slow down the stage, like down the aisle, and then she caught his attention, and he started making fun of her.
Yeah,
and it was funny because towards the end of the show, this shit happened again, and then he's like, I don't know, the way he played everything, I feel like was good. It was funny. The singing at the end kind of threw me off because I didn't expect it.
It took too long. Like it was everything was fine, but the singing at the end, it took too long. And that's the only thing.
But I think just because we didn't understand it.
I understood it, the majority of it, but it seemed like way too long of a piece. But like when he just up there telling jokes, it's funny. All that was funny, and you have to wait. I was wondering why it was taking forever, and he said it himself. He said that he was late. The show was late for something happened.
Yeah. And the intro, I didn't really understand, but it's like maybe he's giving you history.
Yeah, if you don't know who he is.
Yeah. Because I was waiting for him to come out. I was hoping that it wasn't.
I was starting to think, like,
yeah,
is this just a video show? Like,
that's what I thought.
Like, it's just going to play him on the thing? There's no way. I'm like, there's no way. And I'm like, when we sat down, I'm like, this stage and everything is super small. I'm like, and then the amount of people, wasn't that much people in there. So I'm like, this was gonna be crazy close. Like when I got the tickets, I didn't know he was gonna be that close to us. And especially because the stage had the ropes, and I didn't know they were gonna open up those ropes or whatever, the curtains. And when they opened it up, then you saw the stage and it was big. So I'm like, oh, okay. But even though he's still pretty close, he could see you. Like, that's crazy. He can see your ass.
You're only like, what was that? Maybe like 30 feet from you, 20, 25 feet from you.
Yeah. It's pretty close. That's probably the closest I've ever been. No.
To a comedian?
Yeah.
It just makes it just tight when you see him.
But you ever think about the comedian, like if you're going to go to a show, you don't want to get the first row because he might fuck with you.
He make funny. Some people like that though. Some people like to be the center of attention.
Yeah, but you could tell, like when he was making fun of those people, you could tell they didn't like it. Like they didn't say anything. But he don't give a fuck. I mean, and it should, like whatever. If he made fun of me, it is what it is, right? I wouldn't get mad. I would just laugh. But it was just sometimes you don't know what to say. They'd be asking you questions and shit. So like, but it was overall fun, and I would go again.
I would take a break from it.
It would have to be though, like
a few years.
Upgraded.
Yeah, we would have to stay at the actual strip.
But when you think about it, it makes it even. It's not worth it. When it's money wise, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You can make it cheaper, but it's
you can make 2 trips out of that. What you're gonna spend there, you can make 2 trips. You go 2 places instead of spending.
If you account the gambling,
everything,
yeah,
you just everything. You get the food, it's hella expensive. You get a beer somewhere, hella expensive, and it's like, is it worth it? It's not.
I think a lot of things we did, we could have saved money by doing certain things.
Realistically, we can do that here. We can hit Soaring. We can be Soaring, and yeah, you're gonna spend money for beers, but
you don't have to travel.
Yeah, and how much really are you gonna drink? I only drink 3 beers, and that's it. 3, 4 max, and I'm good. I'm not drinking no more.
I know we can spend the night there too.
It's the same thing.
A lot of times they might comp you a room. Certain casinos will comp you a room for free, so you stay there for free, and all they require you is to gamble like $100.
Yeah, but I think you have to be a certain tier of member.
No. Sometimes it's like, it doesn't matter. Like even newcomers, there's like
a deal going on or something.
Yeah, if you call them, tell them, hey, I want to spend the night. Is there any like promotion shit going on? They might tell you, yeah, if you spend this much money, you get a free room. And then spending $100, $200 at the casino is not that hard. It's shit easy.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like if you go to Vegas trying to spend like a little amount of money, it just doesn't make sense. I know Dana said go there with $200. If you like, no,
you're gonna spend hella more than that.
You're
like just eating.
You're gonna gamble for like freaking 20, 30 minutes, an hour. Say even a night. Say a night, and that's stretch. Say a night though. That's it. That's all you got. And then you still gotta account for food. You're gonna get hungry. You gonna want a beer or something. You can get thirsty. That beer was $13 something when I bought 2 of them. It came out to like 20 something. In the middle of the night, probably like at 2 a.m.
That's like a 30-pack of Busch?
We could have just grabbed the whole thing. Like, they'll kick us out, you think so? If I come with my own 12-pack of Twisted Teas and just pass it about? I wonder how they did that. I wonder if you come with your own drinks and give them to the girl, can you refrigerate them for me?
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't do that.
Like,
if you just walk around with beer, nobody says nothing, though. No matter where you got it. Nobody cares. No matter where you got it.
No, you could walk in. I walked in with mine.
Yeah, nobody cares. It's just, if you got a 12-pack,
I don't think they'll say anything.
What the hell? This motherfucker walk around with a 12-pack?
I don't think they'll say anything.
Sir, you got to drink those bitches now?
Because we had bags and nobody said they didn't look at your bags. We were walking around with a beer in a bag.
Security is pretty light there, huh? There's no check-in. Nobody's patting you down. Everybody be walking in and out. No problem.
Yeah, that's why it can get crazy, and that's what I'm telling you. There's probably people got guns all over the place.
There's a lot of sketchy motherfuckers in alleys too, wanting to like, hey, I'll take you to the nearest strip club.
I know,
and they look sketchy as fuck, huh?
They're just trying to make money.
Yeah, all these motherfuckers look sketchy. But it's like people. I don't know. People feel like they're trustworthy, I guess.
But I'm not really worried though. I think when we're in a group like that, if we get separated, then it's different. That's why I didn't like separating a lot. because you never know. Like I wouldn't want nothing to happen to anybody. If something was to pop off, I'd be like, I want to be there. Not to say like I'm gonna change the world, but I'm just saying at least I was there.
You want to take part?
Yeah, I want to be like. It can't be like, oh, when you weren't here, this happened, and then you come back bloodied or some shit. Like, nah, we both got to be bloodied if that's the only thing. I gotta take some hits too. You think there's any place in the world crazier than that? Has
Oh
to be.
yeah, yeah, for sure it has to be.
It's not as crazy as I thought.
And it'd be way more sketchy too. Way more sketchy. Like you'd be like, oh, this is unsafe, and it's not in the U.S. Somewhere else. It's like fucking Thailand or some shit.
Thank you for listening to the AB podcast. You can follow us in the links below. All our social medias are linked there. If you want to buy some merch, the merch that we're usually wearing in the podcast, you can buy it as well. The link will be below.